Grumps! Talk Grumps! The bad boys and none are back again. You won't catch us scoring out of 10. And we will rank everyone till we rank off you all. It's the show that's despised by all. Oh, what you gonna do when the top grumps rank all over you? Top grumps! Top grumps! Rank me hard!
Hi, welcome to Top Grumps, the show where we take your favourite characters, turn them into a weird card game, rank them, talk absolute nonsense. I'm one of your hosts, Lee, and I'm joined by the other host, Kris. Hello, Kris.
Alright.
Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah. So, who are we talking about today?
Well, special one from Batman Returns. It is Oswald Cobblepot, or the Penguin. Horrible, dirty little sewer gremlin he is.
He's disgusting. Just everything that he does in the whole films just makes you sick.
Yeah, I remember watching this as a kid, right? And then just thinking, oh yeah, Batman film, whatever. And I've went back and watched it fresh today, and I've realised he's a little man who was abandoned as a baby. He looks like a balloon. He's got flippers for hands, lives in the shitty sewers, and he eats raw fish. And have you ever smelt penguins before at the zoo?
I've seen penguins at the zoo, but I've never walked up and been like,
Or, like, do you know the middle bit in Edinburgh Zoo where the kingdom is, where they reign?
yeah.
Absolutely fucking honks. And I can just imagine him smelling like that with bits of, like, Gotham turds.
I can't even remember that. I just remember like standing around the penguins and seeing one with a little armband and being like, "Oh my god, he's been knighted. He's a knight of the realm." Sir Nils.
Yes, yeah.
Which I'm sure it isn't even the same penguin. I think it dies and then they just pick a new penguin and be like, "You're Sir Nils now."
Probably.
But we're talking about the horrible, shitty, gross little round goblin penguin from Batman Returns. Not the real one. There he is! With his raw fish, having his dinner.
Yeah, he reminds you of Frank Reynolds, though, did he?
Oh, well, I was about to go like, hang on. He does actually remind us of like, it is. It's so weird. He's not eating cat food, though. He's eating a fish. Which
I know,
is
but technically a fish, yeah. Oh, I'm not even going to mention how weird Catwoman is in this. With her little bondage gear on, and she's just like, everything she says has to be a one-liner, even if it's in the middle of or start of a sentence.
Yeah, it's terrible having her in the film in that skimpy leather outfit.
I know.
It's disgusting.
It is, Molly.
Don't know why they put it in, yeah. So, penguin. Right, yep. It's gone down. So now, yeah. So yeah, we're just going to jump straight in because there's been a whole podcast on the Penguin before. Well, no, there's been a whole podcast on Batman Returns before, just like 3 months ago. You can check that out on the Nerdy Up North YouTube. We're just sticking to this guy. So, as normal, are you going to go first on strength?
Yeah, can do. Because he's a gross little round rotund man with he's got what, 2 flippers and a thumb, 2 thumbs. I'm giving him a 3 because he doesn't display any strength. Everything that he does against baddies or goodies or whatever is through his either henchmen or his umbrellas. He's got now to him strength wise. So
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, he's just a shit small round cripple. Like, he's not really going to be good in a fight. He's got some body weight behind him, but that's literally all he's got going for him. Anything else, it's just like a silly little gadget that he's got, or his henchman, like you said. So I've given him a 4.
Oh, nearly touching tips.
Almost. We didn't even have that last episode, even though like everyone put 11 for everything.
I know it didn't seem appropriate.
The episode of the chimp that shall not be named.
Not allowed to talk about him anymore.
So
also,
yeah.
Before we move on to the next one, I just want to say how we didn't actually plan to coordinate T-shirts.
Yeah.
But did.
We're both big fans of SunnyCon Anime Convention in Newcastle, hosted by Donna from Nerdy Up North and our husband Michael. It's amazing. Go and check it out if you're ever in Newcastle around then.
She will rank that.
No, I mean it would be all 11s. I love SunnyCon. Right. Oh, also, we didn't mention our sponsors for today's episode.
Oh yes.
So we've got a clip. So we'll play that clip now.
Are you sick of the same old sweet-flavoured gummy bears? Well, Big Trev's got your back with Big Trev's Gummy Bears. I make each one by hand, and they're oozing with goodness.
Gummy bears,
Buy Big Trev's Gummy Bears today.
gummy bears.
Well, we should buy/do that thing that it said on the screen.
Yeah.
Thanks for the sponsorship. Insert name.
Yeah, we don't know what it is yet. We're just whatever that was. We've thought up after we've recorded this because we didn't have anything prepared. I was hoping Kris would say something like, "Oh, I've got to get one of those so I can like have the episode sponsored by like Wank Socks or something like that."
Should I do that?
No, it's alright. But something weird will have just been played, and we don't know what it was.
I cannot wait to put one of them in my mouth.
Future Lee and Kris are probably sorry for whatever we've just done. Please don't cancel us, Paul. Stamina. Right, we're up to stamina, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've given him a 1. Because
Right.
look at him. Like, he is not what you would picture of, like, if someone, like, imagine a fit person. He's, like, the opposite of, like, furthest way down the spectrum of that. Like, if this whole film, like, all Batman needed to do was chase him down a street, this film would last 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looks like he could die any second, man, like...
Yeah, the only thing that's keeping him alive is that raw fish.
Yeah. And like I'm surprised he hasn't caught like a parasite or something. Like, where are these people getting the fish from? Gotham. Like, that's already a dirty, horrible place anyway. It's like eating from a takeaway in Sunderland.
The lake?
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if the fishermen are
covered in
catching things. I don't know if people are catching things from the lake and selling them at the fish market.
Well, Shrek's dumped all of his toxic waste in there. Christopher Walken.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He's called Shrek. I was like, when I was watching it.
I was like, all right, Shrek and like his swamp stuff, like, because we did Shrek a few episodes ago as well. I thought you were referencing
when he was trying to blackmail the penguin, they bring out this little horrible dirty flask and they're like, toxic ooze from the local river that your clean energy factory made or something. And he's like, don't give a shit, mate.
Wow, help me, Batman. That was a terrible walking impression. Two little mice fell.
All of the contracts are shredded.
The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. That was better. I got it.
Can't do it.
There's just like certain phrases for like Christopher Walken that for anyone when you're doing an impression of them, you have to have a phrase first.
Yeah.
You can't just jump in. I think mine's just like, two little mice fell into a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. Wow, bad man.
Needs more cowbells. No.
Need more cowbell. What about yourself for stamina?
I've given him a 4. He's like, you never see him walking properly in this film. He's waddling like a penguin, but he's either traveling on that stupid little duck thing or an umbrella helicopter. There's no in between. There's no like he's walking away or he just doesn't do anything.
I don't know.
So
how does that umbrella carry his weight? Like,
I know. And how did Catwoman not just pull it off her neck? Like it went on her neck there, it hooked her, and it's like, oh no, could she not just lift out of it?
Well, like you said, she's wearing bondage gear, isn't she? So she's probably just like, oh yeah, leave it on a bit longer. Yeah. So, what was that?
Did not know what was going on there.
What did you give him there for stamina? What score was it?
A 4.
A 4, bloody hell.
Yeah.
What's next? Reliability. So, what are you scoring him for that one?
2. He's shit. He's only out for himself, and even then, he's like, he doesn't even like even his henchmen are that they can't even rely on him. Shit. He's a shit mayor. He's a shit person. Even he lets his parents down by eating the cat. He lets his parents down by surviving, getting hide in the sewers as well. Can't even do that right.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't stick to plans. Like, I'm sure, like Walken has like a plan for him becoming mayor, and he's like going along with it for like 5 minutes, and then he just fucks everything up, doesn't he? And starts like acting for himself and.
Oh, actually, that is what one of my favourite scenes in that film, right? Is the way that because all the crowd are like, yeah, mayor, like Cobblepot or whatever, and then he's doing the big speech and that, going blah blah blah, and then Batman has a laser disc, chucks it in a player, and then starts playing like a recording of him being like a dick to them, being like, the stupid people of Gotham, and then rewinds it by doing it like a record scratch. We're going. What the fuck?
I haven't seen this for like 3 months, and I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like usually my basis for reliability is: would you let them babysit? If you let him babysit your child, he would eat it. You'd come home to a pile of bones, if that's what he even left.
I don't know if you remember this, but can you remember what the Penguin's real plan was towards the end of the film?
No. Oh yes, he was going to like kidnap all of the kids from Gotham.
All of the firstborn sons.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let him look after Finley.
Definitely not. I mean, yeah. What's up next?
Intimidation.
No, intelligence. We haven't done intelligence.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, I've given him a 9 for intelligence. Or did I actually give me a score for reliability? I said 1.
Right.
I'm all over today, like I'm not with it.
Too many tangents.
Intelligence, I've given him a 9 because he has to have some intelligence about him in order to come. Like he's always scheming and he's always plotting. He manages to get all of the people of Gotham to love him, even though he looks like a bloated corpse. So, what the things that he comes up with usually do work. So, I mean, he fucks them up at the end, but yeah. What about yourself? You don't look agreeable on this one.
Nah, opposite. I've given him a 1 because what's got? He's consistently manipulated by everyone he meets. You get the Walken character, Shrek. who manipulates him into becoming mayor. You've got the Catwoman, who just has him wrapped around her little finger. You've got there's even every woman he meets, he's just like, oh yes, I really want to give you the French flipper, and he'll do whatever they want. All of his plans are the fall through because of his own fault, not because of Batman. I'm sure if Batman never turned up, it would have fucked up anyway. So yeah, the only redeeming quality that he has is that his lair, the zoo, looks kind of class.
It looks all right. It's a shit zoo. It looks like It looks like a good bad guy location.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't take my son there to visit the lions.
Like if you were in the police and they were like, "Oh, the bad guy's gone in there," you'd be like, "Is there just the two of us? Should we call for backup?" Like I know he's just like a round little dwarf with a dodgy leg, but I don't want to go in there by myself.
I think he's got a penguin in there.
But
of all the animals as well, he picked a penguin.
I mean, he is quite penguin-like, to be fair.
Yeah, I suppose.
Which next up we've got intimidation. I've given him a 1 for this.
Right.
Like he looks disgusting and weird, but you always say, would you run away from them if they tried to stop you from shoplifting? If I was putting stuff in my bag and he came up and he was like, "Hey, you, stop that!" Like, no, I'd kick him in the gammy leg, carry on filling me bag, and then casually walk out the shop. What's he gonna do? What about you? What have you?
Oh, I haven't went the direct opposite. I've went 6, right? Because imagine this. Even if he doesn't look like the way he does, if you were shoplifting from Netto or whatever, and a bloke was at the end of the aisle, he'd look like he crawled from the sewers or an abandoned zoo, smelt like shit, smelt like dirty penguins, and he had a raw fish in his hand. You'd be like, I'm having naught to do with him. He's not intimidating in a scary way. He's intimidating I don't want to touch his way.
Yeah, that is fair enough.
It's a different it's a different kind. It's like he's a right dirty bastard. I wouldn't let him near me.
Oh God, man.
How many of them have you got?
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened.
Oh, right.
What next? HP. We've got HP last, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh.
What are you scoring them for HP?
I'm giving him a 90 out of 120, only because, right? He's a.
The HP's out of 69. You're going off Charizard stats because Charizard got 120, didn't he?
2 seconds. I'll do that again. What was it out of 100? 69, yeah.
69, yeah.
I'm giving him a 40.
A 40.
I've thought long and hard about it because, right, he survived being put in a cage as a baby. He survived getting thrown into a river, into the sewers. He survived being brought up by penguins for so long. And I don't know, I think it's a marvel that he's still alive, so he has to have a high-ish, or higher than a normal human HP to be alive.
Oh, see, I've given him a 5. Like, everything you've just said there, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, like that does make sense. But he looks like his next sandwich could just tip him over the edge, and like he could die any minute. Or like, how does he die? He falls over. Like he falls through a window into a river, and it's like, is that it?
Yeah.
When he is dying, it's gross. Like I used to have like some horrible nightmares about like the penguin coming out of the water with the black sludge coming out of his mouth and stuff. So I'm not even adding these like scores up. Whatever's on the card after we've edited this video at the end is what his score is. Don't make me do maths. Next up, we've got strengths and weaknesses. So, what are you going to give him for a strength buff?
I've said you'd be class in a game of slaps.
You would.
I
I don't know what will be worse, getting slapped by him, or just even the fact that he's touched you with those gross flipper hands.
know, they'd be moist, wouldn't they?
Oh, I'm sure they are a bit moist. Like they look like they'd have like an extra layer of like slime on them or something like that.
Yeah,
especially
that's
between these like dodgy fingers.
Oh, that'll be from giving the French flipper.
Oh no. Right. My strength buff, I've said the rain. Because his gadgets are always umbrellas. And if it's a nice sunny day and he's walking down the street and he's got an umbrella with him, everyone's just going to be like, look at that dickhead. What's he doing? It's like most people... Nowadays, if you see somebody with an umbrella, people just think automatically, what's that dickhead doing with an umbrella? Like, even though it's like, well, it's raining and I'm dry and you're wet. Fuck off. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's raining, he looks more inconspicuous.
Yeah.
That was a big word for me.
The horrible, grotesque penguin man looks a bit less conspicuous.
Yeah.
Actually, because you'd be staring at the umbrella instead of him. But what a dick.
I mean, he could hide under the umbrella as well a bit, couldn't he? So you would just think it was a Gateshead lass coming towards you.
Yeah, mate, you got 20 pence for the bus. No, man.
Weaknesses. I've just put high cholesterol and heart disease.
Yeah. Yeah, for having a diet of fish, he's massive, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. Like, who looks like that from eating raw fish?
I know.
What about yourself?
Oh, so for his weakness, I've put big dick energy, right? Because like, Christopher Walken, Shrek, basically talks his way into defeating him. Catwoman again, she just talks him into doing what she wants. There's no like, but if it's a minion or like a random person on the street who doesn't have anything about them, he walks all over them, shoots them with his parasol or whatever. But if they've got a bit about them, he just crumbles and he just bends over.
Oh, I thought you meant the penguin acts like he's got big dick energy at first.
Oh no.
And I was thinking like, how do you know it's not? Right. I'll tell you what. I'll edit this bit out, but I have got a question for you. What do you think the penguin, Danny DeVito's penguin's penis looks like?
Massive.
It looks like a hammer. Describe it in detail.
It looks like. Do you know if you put a strawberry on the table and hammered it? The end result of that. I think it'll be the same colour as well. Maybe it's a bit of purple mixed in.
Oh, but I lied. I'm not going to edit that out. Just wanted to see what you would say.
I thought you were gonna edit and say, "What does your penis look like?" Chris?
Right. What next? Finisher. We've got the finishing move. I'll go first. Like I said, I always save yours to last because you always do better at these ones than me. Mine's shit anyway. Mine's just, whoop, got your nose. At least it's not, my nose isn't gushing with blood. It's the only thing I can think
that is
of.
a class moment. I've got two. One of them is, I've mentioned it before, the French flipper. And the second one is an ode to Paul. I put the nose number.
Right. Which one?
Same thought as you with the nose.
Which one do you want to go with?
You pick. I'm easy.
Oh, I think the French flipper. How would he his attack could go with the French flipper, though. I like to give her my French flipper.
Oh, do you know what I think it would be like? Do you know when people like stand off to fight, they'll be doing this or something? I think he would just get his flipper and just put it in the mouth a little bit.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh,
and they'd be like, I hope that was salmon I could taste. Oh.
Jesus Christ. I didn't expect... I know we always go a bit off the rails for these, but it's been disgusting talking about the penguin. Oh,
He's a weird little cretinous man.
he's sick. Who are we going to be talking about next week? Now that we're done with him, let's get this done.
I try to get the reflection away so you can't see the Discord call that we're in, ruin the magic.
Oh, yeah.
Krampus.
All right.
The Christmas themed one, Krampus. Oh, there we go.
Grumpus.
Hey.
I haven't seen that for years. I will have to actually watch this.
Yeah, the Krampus from the film, not the whatever based on folklore or whatever that is. Just the film, Krampus.
Cool.
So yeah.
And we've got a whole week to watch it as well, because we're actually preparing now and we're doing better now that we've recorded on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's why we're unprepared for this one, because we've had, a day's notice doing this?
I had like half an hour before this episode aired, if even that. Like, I didn't get to watch the film or anything. I've just had to quickly write some stuff down. Luckily, I watched it 3 months ago, so it's alright.
We've
done worse episodes.
Yeah.
Big thanks to our sponsor, whoever you were.
Yeah, really appreciate that. Really want to try your products.
I'm gonna have to make it something horrible now, like.
Try and/or consume your products.
Any final words before we go?
No. Oh, when's this out?
Next Tuesday.
Catch us on Twitch on Friday?
That'll not be this Friday coming, which we will be on there. I think Friday gone, we would have been on Twitch playing Indiana Jones. Oh, well, Chris would have been playing.
Hopefully.
I'm just enjoying the ride. And I don't know what we'll be doing the Friday after. Maybe the same thing. I don't know. But check it out. Nerdy Up North Twitch. Subscribe to the channel. Like everything on any social media for Nerdy Up North. And don't be a grump. Be a top grump. Way! French flipper.
Bye. Oh.